Hiya, Mark. Really sorry that I've taken so long to do this. It's just been hectic. But so the first question was, contestants seem to speak their thoughts out loud a lot. Was there a person or an announcer prompting you? Was there a period of time that was speaking on the circle stopped? Could it have been possible for the circles to leave notes for each other? So, yeah, there was nobody prompting me. I mean, literally, I was being my complete 100% self. I mean, obviously, they advise you when you go in to try and be as vocal as possible and just kind of speak your inner thoughts, but you were pretty much there on your own and talking your thoughts out loud. And I suppose it was a little bit easier because I had my baby there, and I do it at home anyway. So, yeah, that was the answer to the first question. Oh, and can you leave any notes anywhere? They were so very much like watching everything that you do. There was no chance that you could leave notes to anyone. I'm sure it probably crossed a few people's minds, but literally they would check everything before you would move, so definitely not. Someone wrote, you were my favourite. If you had the opportunity again, would you do anything differently? I definitely wouldn't do anything differently. Actually, if I did anything differently, it would probably be me bringing some migraine relief tablets into the circle, because I know that if I had my tablets there with me, then I would have been able to see it through to as far as the end as I could possibly go, but unfortunately not. My migraines took me down, so yeah. And then the third question was, hey G, RE or migraines? Just checking if you've tried Zolmetriptan, something, you know. Amazing but expensive, but make sure your doctor's being tight. Prescription holder. So I use migraine relief, and migraine relief always gets rid of my migraines. So I don't really take medication, to be honest. So I was really quite hesitant as to take anything that a doctor was going to prescribe me. Although they did just advise me on what I should do, which was drink plenty of water and take a few tablets. But yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't take anything that would help. Fourth question was, Genelle, what advice would you give to future players entering the circle? Advice that I would give to anybody else entering the circle would probably be just be yourself, because when you tell lies and you try to have a facade, it creates elements which you can't remember, because it is a busy day and you do a lot. You don't realise it, but you do. And also with all the talking that you do, you kind of forget things. So it's just best to be yourself. If you can be yourself, then you can always remember. I always say that in order for you to be a really good liar, you have to have an amazing memory, and that I do not have. Fifth question was, has any of the contestants shocked you now? Have you had time to watch the show, and who do you believe will win? Well, I really want Kate to win. Whether or not I believe she will win, I really want Kate to win. I probably think that Sean would win. Kate. Obviously, Kate has shocked me the most. Even though I wasn't getting on with Kate at the beginning, and we were kind of a bit distant towards each other, I never had a doubt in my mind that she would be anyone else but herself. So that was a big shocker. So sixth question was, since being on the circle, does it make you see social media as a whole differently than you did before, and how people can change who they actually are? Yeah, it definitely has. It's allowed me to see that a lot of people can pretend to be something that they're not. Even though I was aware of catfish anyway, it just kind of made things so much more real than it actually really was. So it was kind of a big shocker for me, definitely. Seventh question was, now that you've come out of the presumably watched the episodes back, do you think you were fairly represented by Edit? Is there anything that had happened which you would have kept, vice versa? So I mean, no, not really. They caught me doing mum. I was literally just doing mum. So I literally was waking up in the morning. I was seeing to Santannah. I was making sure that Santannah was okay, and everything was just based on Santannah. And that's what I saw in the recording. So I can't really say anything has been kind of changed. I mean, maybe it might have been put across that I fancied Dan more than I actually did, but it was nice flirting with him. So yeah, I can't really say that anyone's kind of made anything to be what it isn't. The eighth question was, hope you're feeling really better. Are you inspired at the popularity of the circle? Do you think they will bring back more series for the future? Will you be meeting up with any other players for after party? I have met all of the players that have left. We've got a group chat, and they are absolutely lovely. Everyone is amazing, and we literally can't wait to meet each other. So yeah, to be continued. So you got ninth question, which is, if you had the power to block anyone, who would it be and why? If I had the power to block anyone, it would be Freddie. Freddie, as much as he is entertaining, he is a little bit inconsiderate. He can be a little bit cheeky and overwhelming for other people that are not like his persona. So I think definitely Freddie I would block. 10th question was, we saw you say, maybe I got an eye on you, to Dan, which looked like it took a lot of courage. Do you regret telling him? I'm quite a feisty person. I think the only thing that was there with me was that I was there with my daughter, so I didn't want to come on too strong. But no, I have no regrets. No, I've got no regrets in the show at all whatsoever. 11th question, do you think Dan is growing feelings for Kate, and do you think that Alex is playing on Dan's feelings? I definitely don't think that Kate is playing on Dan's feelings whatsoever, because I think Kate, stroke Alex, really wants to be friends with Dan out on the outside world, which I'm not too sure will happen. However, I think that Dan might be getting a bit close to Kate. Whether or not he's growing feelings, I don't know. But I think after meeting Marinade, or whatever her name is, I think that he might be thinking twice about the people that he's speaking to. So the 12th question was, what have you been doing since leaving the circle? Have you been recognised in the street? Are you and your family proud of you? Because they should be. Oh, that's so sweet. So leaving the circle, I've literally come back home and I've done mum. I mean, being a mum is a 24/7 job, and you cannot slip off. And so that's what I've been doing. I have been out a few times when my mum has looked after Santannah, and a few people have noticed me. But yeah, as I said, like, it's very pretty much like gone out, party, come back home, baby, 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 baby. So yeah. And then the last question was, which social media sites are you on so we can follow you, please? We have so much love for you and Santannah. So I'm on quite a bit of social media websites. However, the ones that I actually pay much more attention to is Instagram. So you can catch Santannah at Baby Santannah, or Santannah Baby more so, on Instagram, and you can catch me at Genelle_official on Instagram as well. It's been an absolute pleasure answering all the questions. You guys are lovely, and I literally feel like so heart-warmed from the love and support that everybody's been giving me. So thank you so much, and I hope that's been enough. Yeah, thank you.